Okay, the company I'm familiar with is Glossier. They are pretty heavy on their Instagram posts, but they don't post as much on YouTube. They post about every 2 to 3 months on YouTube. And on Facebook, they need a lot of improvement. The last post they made was March 12th. Until about 2 days ago, they posted about a new product they're promoting, which is like hand wash. Let's see. There's a lot of gaps when they post things. Like they'll go a year without posting something, then all of a sudden they'll post something 6 months ago or today. Like they're not really consistent at anything with social media. Yeah, like I said, Instagram posts are really heavy. They post 3 to 4 times a day, but the pictures they post are not really of their products. Like they'll post a picture of a person wearing their product, but they don't really showcase the product themselves. Like, yeah. Let's see. They are really good at online advertising. I remember about 2 weeks ago when I first started my project, I searched that brand up 2 to 3 times. And ever since then, every time I get on Google, there is some type of ad about Glossier. And then I also was using a calculator online, and I got a 8-second ad about Glossier, which is pretty cool too. But the only thing about that I don't like is that it gets kind of annoying. People might think the same thing when they're trying to do their homework, whatever, and all of a sudden this ad keeps popping up on the side that they don't like. They might just exit out of it instead of checking the website out, which is a con. Let's see. The cool thing about the brand is they started out with their own blog called Into the Gloss, where women will post their reviews on the products that they don't like. Not the brand, but like CoverGirl or Revlon, like those type of things. All beauty products, and they would post what they didn't like about it and what they did like about it. And the owner of the company, Glossier, created products based on those reviews. And I think that's pretty cool that she used the blog to do that. That created all of her products. But the only con about that is, like, to me, blogs are kind of outdated. Well, that kind of blog, because who has the time to sit there and like write reviews about products they don't like? Why don't you just go buy a product that you do like or that you want to try? Let's see. One thing I think they should use is TV commercials. I always see CoverGirl, Revlon, Olay commercials on TV, but I've never seen a Glossier commercial. And I think that if they start putting those commercials out, they could potentially put those businesses off of the air. But the only problem with TV is that most of their target market, which is like younger women, like ages 16 to 27 or 25 to 32, like those ages don't really watch local television or cable anymore. They usually watch Hulu or Netflix, or just watch their cable from the internet. Let's see. Number 2, I will be very open to listening to anyone's ideas. I believe that creativity is key and that it's different for each person, and that if I listen to each person's input, it would make a monster out of creativity. It will create a lot of diversity, which is great when putting your ideas together. Let's see. I think that organizing teams will be beneficial for creativity, because you can put people together that have similar ideas and they can create one idea, then we can go to the next group and do the same thing. And then in the end, we can make one big idea to put out there, to put out content about. Let's see. There's never a right or wrong idea when it comes to creativity. You can never judge somebody about what they think or what they think is best. You can just simply take the idea or not take it at all. I believe that setting goals for a team is imperative with creativity, because if you don't have something to look at or something to look forward to, you tend to like veer off in the other direction, not accomplish that goal. Number 3, an integrated approach uses everything to their advantage. And what I mean by that is like they're just not using one medium, they're using multiple to get their point across. And with IMC, you are using more than one medium to get one unified message across. So instead of putting $1 million into Facebook or $1 million into print or ads, you can put that 1 million into 5 or 10 different things. Like you can put 1 million here, or just split it up in half. 50,000 for social media, 20 for prints, 30 for billboards. You just don't have to put all your money into one thing thinking that's going to help you get the promotion you need or advertising you need. but you will have a better turnaround because you're using more than one medium to advertise instead of just one thing. It's basically like you're practically picking and choosing the results you want. If you pick one medium, you know that it will or will not promote your business. But if you have more than one, at least one of them is going to jump off and do good. Let's see. To calculate the return on investment, you have to divide the benefit investment by the cost of investment. And instead of dividing the 1 million you spent on one medium like social media, you can divide 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 or 5 different medias, which is guaranteeing you more money. Number 4, I think brand influencers are here to stay. They aren't just a trend, in my opinion, because they've been around for years, but they just now created a name for them. I believe that you can measure that by how they promote your company. Like, if you give them a discount code, like, for example, like, okay, a discount code for me would be Jordan123. If 20 people use that code, you know that code came from my advertisement on Instagram or my advertisement from Facebook. Let's see. Like, if I posted a picture of a piece of merchandise, like a jacket from Glossier, at 4 o'clock, and before 4 o'clock, there was only 2 to 3 jackets purchased, but by 5 and 6, there was 20 to 30 different jackets purchased. You know that's for me because I just posted my promotion for your brand. Let's see. Okay, number 5, I would tell them that they are wrong because social media is a part of everyone's life in a certain way, whether it's your grandma who creates a Facebook to keep up with her kids in Ohio, or a teenager posting a selfie on Instagram, or a CEO posting an ad on Twitter for a hiring event. It's a part of your life in some way, even if you don't see it. Social media opens up a lot of opportunities for not only your business, but for people in general. It is much more easier to create a social media post about a product you're promoting that gets 1 million shares and 20,000 likes on Instagram or Facebook than going around hanging up posters around the city to promote your brand or a product or even event for the night.